Hey guys, what is up? So today I'm going to be making custom piece shaker charm, which I've already made one, and yeah, my bears are too large, they don't move. It was a learning experience. So I made the mold myself out of some wood peace signs that I found. I glued 3 of them together, and I had a transfer tape type deal on the back. So that made this one, which I think turned out awesome. The back not so well. I tried to do some stuff with UV resin that was not successful. But anyway, this one was very concentrated with color. So I tried to do one that wasn't, and it came out like this. Now, don't even look at that hot mess. I was playing with alcohol ink. It looks like it's horrible. I even commented, because I did video this, and once I started doing the transfer tape and everything, my camera cut out. So I basically got unmolding it, and I was freaking out because it looked so good. But it actually feels like wood. I mean, it's crazy, right? And it looks great when you have a lot of color, but I wanted to do one that was more clear with a hot mess on the back, but it wasn't supposed to be a hot mess. So this was my original mold, and I coated it in UV resin. So to see, so that it wouldn't get this like wood effect. And I could have clear piece sign shakers too. So this was my original mold. No, this one was. This one I actually cut, like you'll see in the wood, I cut little things to be able to get a syringe in there. And this one, all I did was I slit the transfer whatever the heck it's called, transparency. I just made like a little slit with my X-Acto knife, and you can't see it. I mean, you can't tell it's even there. So I don't know why people drill, because yeah, anytime that I don't have to deal with resin dust is a good thing. So, but I never made one with it yet because I didn't have any problems with this. So I'm gonna have to do these 2 highly concentrated in color because yeah. And then this one, I made with the super mold fast. Now it's really weird because everything in here is perfectly cured, and around the outside didn't cure. I mean, the whole thing cured except for like the bottom. I don't know if it's the way that it interacted with because I did the Lego transfer tape method. I don't know if that this didn't agree with the transfer tape. It was really weird though. But so I'm gonna try to do this one with clear resin with flowers. So, and I think. Now, I have a little chunk right here, which is making me nervous, but I think I want these clear all the way through, so I'm not going to fill it up past these, so that I'll just put the transparent film on both sides, and it'll just be totally clear seeing through, and you'll just see the peace sign. We'll see how that turns out. Or maybe I should do that with this one. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I have to get ready. Get my PPE on. It's very important to follow your manufacturer's suggestion, read the safety data sheet, and honestly, I use art resin, and it says that you don't need a respirator and stuff, but I still wear one because yeah, they don't account for burning and adding different pigments. That changes the chemicals. So I would recommend to always wear a respirator, always work in a well-ventilated area. It is winter here, but I still have my exhaust fan going with the window wide open, I had this heating pad. It's nice and hot. I just got this to see if it will help in maybe curing things a little faster too. So we'll see. Yeah, this is the first time I'm using it. So I'm gonna let these sit on the heating pad because I have an auxiliary heater in here, and I turn it up to like 85. And sometimes this stuff will cure, normally it takes 24 hours, and it'll cure in 12, 14 hours if it's warmer in here. So that's difficult to achieve in the winter in Chicago. So we'll see what happens. Let me get ready and you can watch me resin. Okay. So we had some issues, and I'm sure you can see that when I was doing the time lapse. I don't get it. Everything was level, so it's weird. Maybe my mold, I mean, I made these, so maybe they're not level. But when I transferred them to where I put things to cure, that was not level. So I know I had issues to begin with, but yeah, that made it really bad. So, but we can fix it. If you want to watch a channel where everything goes perfect, this probably isn't the channel for you, because they seem to never go perfect for me. But then I get to figure out how to make them better, which, see, this is, I'm going to be able to cut that right off, so not a big deal. Alright, let's get this guy out. Oh, he's pretty. Alright, this is the one that has the little slits in it. See? For the oil, where I can try to do that, but it has the wood look, which is fine when you have the color in there, and I'm going to glaze over it anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I really like how this turned out. I like the background. Yeah, so I like it. And I am going to have to sand this down. So I think I might dome the back with UV resin. We'll see. Okay. This one didn't have as bad a spillage. So this was my original mold. So I've made one with this already. that I actually really like. Oh, I like him even better. I like the solid color. What do you think? I don't know how much I like that white going into the purple, but it's still very cute. I was hoping that adding the white, let's see if I have my original guy here. Here's my original guy. So I was hoping that adding the white might give it more of a tie-dye type feel, which I guess it does a little bit, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like the white in there or if you like it like this, where it's just solid colors, which this one didn't really get much orange. He does in the background, but you can't see him because of my large teddy bears. All right, now this guy, this is a clear one, and this is the new mold where I UV resined it so it wouldn't have this, I mean, if you could feel this, you would swear it was wood. You would not know that this is resin. It's just so wild. And this guy, little flower, came out. This is the first time I ever used flowers too, so yeah, that was, probably should have researched that a little bit before I did it. And I can already see from the edges, it still has that weird look. Alright, come on, boy. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. And I put a couple of these little flakes in here just because I wanted something to be, just for some interest. There's not too many bubbles either. I mean, there's a little bit, but it's not bad. So it doesn't have this funky look. So the resin definitely improved it. And it's kind of like got bubbly, not bubbles in the resin, but like bubbly here, which is kind of cool. I probably could have used more flowers, but you get the gist. Now the sides kind of have that look, but not bad, not like this. So it helped. And I really like this. It's simple. I mean, compared to like the bright colored ones, but I think it's beautiful. And I think that once I get some shaker stuff in and dome it, it's going to be even more pretty. So I am really happy with that. So, all right, we're gonna clean these up. I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife. Actually, let's see, these scissors are super sharp. Let's see what we can do real quick right here. Oh, that just came off perfect. I might be able to do this without cutting myself because I am very, very clumsy with those kind of things. Hell, I might not have to sand it. Oh, wow. Look at that. Like there wasn't ever anything wrong. A little bit right here. I tried to do this before and it did not work, so maybe the round makes it easier. A little bit right here. Oh, that's so cool. Love it. This one's a little bit thicker. See if it'll let me do it. Wow, perfect. Okay, let's get this little guy off. Make sure I don't damage the side. There we go. What has he got there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I am gonna And it's kind of cool because these are very, very thin because I think I'm supposed to leave these not in there, but I like them in there. I know I said I was going to leave this one blank, but I didn't want to. After I got going, I was like, no, I want that stuff in there. I'm going to cut this flower. That's okay. Oh, I'm so excited. See, you just have to keep try again. This is definitely going to need domed. It's actually really pretty from the back, too. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, this little flower is sticking out. That's not good. Yeah, I think part of it is like when I resined on my thing, it wasn't exactly straight or, you know, level. I put more resin on some parts. Now I think if I, oh, that looks really cool. And my little guy that I wanted in the middle stayed. What do you think? All right, so questions I have for you if you're watching. Do you like the colorful ones or the flower ones? And do you like the white in there, or do you think it looks better with more colors? I don't know. All right, let's get this cleaned up and we'll get ready to fill them up. Okay, so I went outside, sanded, and I domed with UV resin. Normally I think I would do this with regular resin, but these are tests. I mean, I know they're not going to come out perfect. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. So now we're going to put our little add-ins in. And I'm not giving up on my bears. I made some skinny little ones. Put a little green one on this side. Orange is a little bit bigger than the green, but they're smaller than the ones that I had in this one, skinnier. See if that works better. Okay. So with this one, I want to do more subtle. Let me turn him. He doesn't want to turn. And I got all this stuff because I have like nothing for shaker charms. Like, this is the first time I'm attempting it, and of course, could it be easy on myself and get something that like comes with a kit or something? Oh no, we can't do that. We have to make our own mold and start from scratch. So these are pretty. Put these in, but no, I got this. Let me see. Oh, I got this thing from Amazon. It's like 30 bucks, I think, but it's really cool because it has like everything. It has a ton of stuff in it, so it has pretty much everything that I need. All right, let's put some of them in there. See, I got 2 of those, so on that side. And, you know, I don't even know if it's worth putting anything in these 2 down here because it really didn't do anything. I mean, They don't really move or anything. I think I want to put some more of these on this one. They don't really move. Maybe I'll put a little glitter in. Alright, put some of these little, yeah, because this, I don't really want a lot in there, because I just want like how pretty the flowers are. Oh, and something I didn't show you. Remember I said my mold had like a little in it? That's right here. You can't really see it, but it's there. So this is kind of cool. And then I want to do some iridescent glitter. all domed. Still have some, I put, what's it called? It's like liquid latex on the back so that I wouldn't get any problems with the back when I domed. The dome on this one looks really good. It's my little bears and everything. Move. I love it. This is going on my keychain. I think I'm gonna put some bears. I just gotta, I know the mold had a hole in it, but it, with the doming process on the back, I covered it up, so I was like, you know what, I'll just drill. But yeah, this one turned out super good. This one, so the doming went well, but it's just, I don't know, this is the one that I put the UV resin on my mold to try to make it not have that wood look. Here we go, here's the mold. But it took some of the edges off, and I think that's why I had such a hard time that you've seen in the video with it leaking. And you know, it's really funny because when I made the very first one, putting the liquid in and putting the tape over the top was like the easiest part. Like, I had no problems at all. So I guess it just goes to show you that isn't always going to be the case. But anyway, so I had a really rough time doming this one. I think because of those round edges. I think that when I covered this, perhaps my UV resin isn't totally level. So I think that's why my mold went. But this one is still really pretty. And it almost looks better from the back. I still have some liquid latex on this one too that I gotta get off. But it's still really pretty. And I think it still has a leak but it's full, so I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling baby oil, but maybe it's just the latex I'm still trying to get off. But I'll drill a hole in this one, and I might sand it, see if I can make it look a little bit better, because I think when I put my UV resin on to put the transparency over it, that it was thicker in some areas, and that's why it really got wonky. So, and then my third one, here we go. He doesn't have a cover. So this is the mold where I drilled the actual holes to put to be able to stick my needle in without causing, without having to cut the film. And when I put the resin on, it made way too big of gaps, or I made way too big of gaps, because I know I had heard online that, you kind of don't put resin close to that. And so I think that's why it kept leaking. And then adding more resin, I kind of made like a couple of bumps in it to where then it lifted the other up. So this is savable because it's beautiful like this one. And I just have to sand it down and start over and be more conscious of making sure everything is exactly level when I put that transparency over the top of it. When I do resin, I do batches. So like I made these, there's some keychain like letters and those little they're novelty cats. I don't think you're supposed to call them self-defense, because they're not exactly legal in some states, but yeah, so I made a couple of those for some friends. And so yeah, I'll do like a lot at a time because of the safety precautions in my craft room. I block off the air vents, I block off the door, the window's wide open. In the winter in Chicago, I have an exhaust fan that blows air out and blows air in, and then I have to have an auxiliary heater so that my resin stays warm to cure. So it's a big process in the winter time here, and so I'll just do all my resin at one time. I highly recommend that you look into resin and those safety precautions. So anyway, here is the finished product. I think I like the one that I didn't do the UV resin on, just because it might just be me. I don't know. Is there another way to cover, like if you make a mold out of wood, is there another way to cover it to where you don't get this look? If you know, please put it in the comments. But yeah, I love this one. And I got my little bears to where they move and they're not too big. And these little things, let me give it, they glow in black light, which, see if you can see it on camera. So that could be super cool. I have some ideas for some other things to use that with. So there's a couple in this one too, I think. But yeah, I didn't even know those did that. That came in that kit I told you about. I'll put it in the description. Oh, and I had some leftover resin. So my little UV, I made one where I didn't fill in the holes. And this is alcohol ink, which I just suck at. I don't know. I don't know if I need to watch some more videos or what, but I just can't seem to do it. This is my work with alcohol ink. And I swear I do what they say, but it always just turns like crap. But it looked really cool when I first did it too. Like this had all these funky colors, and then I came to get it today and this is what it looked like. So, but anyway, you can see how it's so rounded. And I think, like, to put a transparent, the film on top of this, it is going to be like right at that line. And it's going to be hard to dome because of the curve. So, not impossible, but hard. Because this one I am going to work on a little bit more because it's beautiful. It's a little hard to see the peace sign, but it's still really, really pretty. So, yeah, I just poured this in the mold just to kind of see. I wanted to see if it wasn't level. I know I'm talking a lot, but I just, in case you want to try this or try making a mold for yourself, I want to give you the most information so that you can not have all the trial and error that I have, and I just can't ever do normal stuff. So if you like to try different things, you might want to subscribe, because I will always be trying new stuff and having weird things in my brain. I know right now actually it'll be a while before it's on my channel, but I had to wait for all these little things to go in here, and so now I'm like on this mission to learn how to make really cool things. So, and I actually have some really cool stuff to show you guys. So if you like shaker charms, make sure you subscribe, because it's way cheaper than buying all this stuff. So, all right, I am done. I hope you found some of this informative, and I hope you'll try something different for yourself. And I can't wait to put this on my keychain. So thanks so much for watching.